So this we have maintenance on a newer style carrier. So first thing I'm going to do is clear out the drain trap here. Pull this plug. Oh, that one's stuck. Take this clamp off. Then we have a 1/4 inch screw. And this thing pops right off. You do want to beware because these gaskets right here do start to wear out, leave an imprint, and after a while it will not seal properly. So just be careful of that. Next thing you want to check is the capacitor on the inducer motor. Looks good. That way, if the capacitor is dying or dead, we don't have to suggest that the customer buy a whole new inducer motor because the capacitor's dead. Next thing we're going to do is clean off this flame sensor and check to see if the crossover channel of the burners is dirty. For the flame sensor, need a 1/4 inch. We got a 1/4 inch screw. Spin it around, pull her out. It looks a bit dirty. And then we will check the crossover channel, which on this one does not look terrible. Also want to check the orifices to see if they are getting any corrosion and blockage. For the flame sensor, we use a brass brush, specifically brass so that it does not score the metal. Give her a good brush in. Good brush in. Good as new. And then we will put her back. So last thing that you want to check is the gas pressure against the combustion analysis, which will tell you if either there is a restriction in the exhaust pipe or if the fuel to air ratio is too much or too little. In order to check the gas pressure, you need an Allen wrench to pull the plug on the side for this particular gas valve. And you're also going to want to drill a 1/4 inch hole in the exhaust pipe. And now that the equipment is set up, we got our hole drilled, let's go turn on the furnace. Alright, so we got our furnace running, our inducer starts off, then we just heard the pressure switch close. After pressure switch comes the igniter, which glows for either 19 or 22 seconds. After that, the gas valve opens. Click. Ignites the furnace. Flame hits the flame rod. Sends voltage down to the board. Lets the board know that the furnace is running. Fire is on. And then last will be the blower. As far as gas pressure, we're looking in low fire. We're looking for 1.5 inches water column, which is noted on the gas valve, 1.5 and 3.5. So we're a little bit high right there. The gas pressure is high. We take this plug out. we can adjust the gas pressure, but we should also be running the combustion analyzer. Once the combustion analyzer is in, we'll be looking for parts per million CO, and also keeping an eye on the excess air. So the CO doesn't look super high. Where did my screwdriver go? Oh, here it is. So we'll turn this down to 1.5. Turn a little nut counterclockwise. Okay. Roughly 1.5 inches water column with 21 parts per million carbon monoxide in the exhaust. That looks good for low fire. Okay, so now that we're done with low fire, we are going to jump it into high stage heating. Now you could wait for it to kick into high stage by itself. I think it's on a 15-minute timer if it's not wired up to the W2, but I'm not trying to wait all that time, so I'll go put a jumper from W1 to W2 so we can apply 24 volts to the W2. Now, in high fire, we're looking for 3.5 inches water column, and we want to see the carbon monoxide, of course, like to see it get lower than it was in low fire. Again, if the gas pressure is too low or too high, you can take out the plug right here and adjust the screw, which would ultimately adjust the gas pressure. And give it a few minutes. You can check temperature rise if you want. I typically don't check temperature rise unless there's an issue. And the last thing we're gonna do is address this disgusting drain hose. I'm gonna go ahead and replace that so that we don't have to worry about clogged drain lines, any callbacks for clogged drain lines. So there you have it. That's the furnace maintenance for any newer style Carrier, Tempstar, Heil, Comfortmaker. They're all the same furnace.